This video is for Theme Communication Unit Mobile Beats, and this is video 3. In this video tutorial, I'm going to go through a few more details about the interface using the Avery Create Music application. I've already introduced the instruments on the left hand side down here. I've already talked about the changing side sounds button, which will allow you to choose different instruments to place on the left hand side. I've mentioned the play button. We've talked about the beats that appear here, and that's how you make your music. And now just for a few more tools that are available. First of all, you'll notice that for each bar there is 4 beats, if you can see that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 beats per bar. Avery calls this bar a measure. So what we can do is we can actually increase the amount of beats per measure. So if I want 8 beats per measure, I've now got 8 and then a line. Okay, so we can increase that or we can decrease it. Maybe I just want 2 beats per measure, like that. And obviously changing that will have an effect on the audio that you create. This button up here will clear all the beats. So let's imagine that I've got all of these beats on my screen and I want to get rid of them all. I can click on clear all beats. I can also randomize beats. So instead of having to choose my own, I can actually click on randomize all beats and it will create a random selection of beats for me. I'm just going to clear these. I'm going to set my beats per measure to 4. And something else I just want to pick up on before I go any further is this red bar at the top. Every now and then it'll just remind you that you need to save your work. Currently I don't want to save it yet, but it is important that you do save your work every so often, so that, for example, if the internet goes down, you will have lost your work, so you need to keep pressing the Save As button up here. Okay, so I've got 4 beats per measure. I'm going to, for now, randomly just draw a few beats on here by keeping on my mouse button and just dragging along a few. I'm going to press play. And whilst that's playing, I'm going to add some more beats. So you can see that I can actually add beats whilst the track is stopped, or I can add beats whilst it's playing as well. The next thing I want to show you is this velocity mode button. So I'm just going to clear all my beats for now. And I'm going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beats there. I'm just going to play this before I show you the velocity mode. Okay, so you can hear what that sounds like. I'm going to now switch to velocity mode. You can see that what I'm able to do here is I'm able to change the volume of each individual beat. So if I just move these down a little bit, you can see that what I'm doing is I'm gradually lowering the audio per beat, and then I'm going to increase it gradually like that, and then see the effect that this has. So now if I play this, you can see that it starts off really high or really loud, gradually gets quieter and then builds up again. So what I've done, I can flick back to beat mode. As it's playing each of these beats, the first beat is loud, second one is a bit quieter, third one's a bit quieter, fourth one's really quiet, and then they build up again. So again, that's going to have, you can create some nice effects there for your ringtones. So if I just play that one again. Okay, so you can see the benefits of using the velocity mode as well. Staying with the volume theme, you can see that I've got a master volume here, so I could turn that right down and that'll turn all the volume down, not just for individual beats, but for the whole track. So again, if I just play this, it's very quiet, but if I turn this up, obviously the whole track gets louder. Another volume effect that you can apply is to do with this green little section of this circle here. So if I just demonstrate this, I'm going to go back to beat mode, and from beat mode I can clear all beats. I'm going to select a few of these beats along this instrument, the hip hop drum, and then I'm going to select some on the jazz drums as well, like that. And if we just play this, that's what it sounds like. Now what I'm going to do is, with this section of this circle here, the green section, if I turn this down, so if I click on the line there and drag, you can see that the green section is actually smaller. And what that will do is it will turn down the volume of just that instrument. Okay, so if I play this again now, It's not too different actually, so I might just try it with a few other instruments. So again, I just put these instruments on and play it. Maybe in fact I'll take these ones off. So to take them off, I just click back on them. Let's try that. Okay, that's interesting. So, and then what I'll do as well is I'll put this human beatbox track, I'll turn the volume of that one right up like that and put those on. So you can see that these two instruments here, the jazz drums and the human beatbox one, I've turned the volumes right down. In fact, these are two the same, so I'll actually not use that one. So I've turned the volume of these two instruments right down by changing this green section to a very low percentage. But then what I'm going to do here is on the, let's have a look, let's get some new instruments here. Let's try these fusion drums, see what these are like. Okay, I'll try that one. I'll drag that into here. I'm going to turn this fusion drum right up like that. Okay, so let's play that. That's what it sounds like, but if I turn these right up as well, you can see that it has a completely different effect. So this green section will turn up or down the volume of just that instrument. So the next thing and final thing that I want to show in this video is the pan effect that we can have. You see this little blue line here? If I click on that line and drag it down like that, that will affect the output of this audio and determine whether it goes to the left speaker or the right speaker. Having this section of the circle in blue means that that sound will appear or will come out of the right speaker. If I drag it to the top like that, it means that that sound will come out on the left speaker. If I have it in the middle, so if I have it in the middle like most of them are, that means that the sound will play out of both speakers evenly. Okay, so you can play around with that. If I just show you this example, you won't be able to hear it clearly, but if you have a go, if you put some headphones on and then play around with this blue section here, you'll notice that if it's down at the bottom, it'll come out of the left side of the headphones, sorry, the right side, and if I put it at the top, it will come out of the right side of the headphones. Okay. So again, you can't really tell the difference here. But in this video, I've explained how to use the velocity mode to turn up and down individual beats. I've explained how you can turn individual instruments volume up or down using the green section. And I've also explained how you can pan the sounds through the left or right speaker. Have a play around with these effects as well as changing the sounds to see if you can create your own ringtone.